Trying to contact about 5 miles in front of me.
All right, guys. So, Welcome to the stream. I do have a little video to play for you guys. You'll be seeing Paradox and LTU banning with Tom from HLL 18 versus 18s. So take some time and listen and see what they pick for the point today.
Okay, from our side, the first ban is train station.
Interesting.
Okay. Duck second ban.
Black pits.
You don't want to fight on the forest?
No, I fucking hate that point. we played Trigger when we were under Helis, and yeah, bad memories.
Okay, Raw River House then.
River House. No Hill 400 for this.
Nope.
Sad.
That was my next pick. But
Okay.
Rue Delagar.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So I'll just have a look what we are left with. It is real train, hospice, and RT battery, right? Okay, I choose to ban RT battery.
Artillery battery. Interesting.
Oh shit, that's left me with
A bit unbalanced on the US side, I think.
Okay.
Maybe a bit more than hospice.
So it's basically between derailed and hospice.
Oh shit, these are not the choices I wanted.
Which ones did you want?
So initially we were thinking we'd hopefully either end up with hospice, derailed, or train station at the end. And now I've got to decide which one I actually want to play.
Yeah.
I love hospice. I love playing hospice. It's my favourite point, even though it's risky.
Yeah, but derailed is good as well, I think.
Yeah, they're both pretty good points actually. I'll tell you what, we're band derailed. Let's play hospice.
Ban derailed, play hospice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hospice. Cool. Okay. In fact, Dux, you have the 9th seed. So let's say you can choose which one is which. Fuck it.
Well, so heads or tails is Axis or allies.
Yeah.
Well, let's go heads allies, Axis
head-
tails then.
Heads, duck, allies. Okay. Heads, duck, allies. Tails, duck, axis. Okay. And here we go. Whoopee. Heads, duck, allies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. I get the bar. Yes.
Oops.
Ah, interesting then.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that little video there with Tom banning with Kez and Sanitator. Thank you guys for coming again, and we also have Abinus here with us. Abinus, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you having me today. I'm looking forward to this match.
Yeah, man. Just looking at the sides today and the way that the play-ins bans are done. At least what this is the first time you guys are implementing this or trying it out.
Yeah, so we decided that we would take a little bit of a different approach with the play-in, seeing as it is a best-of-one winner-take-all game with pretty major consequences. We wanted to make sure that the map selection process for this particular match and for these matches in the play-in, these three, felt good. And we wanted teams to feel like they had a good chance at really getting rid of stuff that they really didn't want to play on.
Right.
So we have Hospice today, after, as you saw in the video, a pretty interesting ban selection. And I think both teams obviously are probably pretty happy with this.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, definitely taking out any Hill 400 points. That's interesting for me. They probably have nightmares of the trees or something. But
the other interesting ban too was LTU taking out Train Station on the first ban. I thought
Yeah.
that was interesting because Train Station, from what I've seen, has actually been a fairly even point.
Yep.
So LTU kind of getting rid of Train Station off rip was an interesting call. But they have arrived on Hospice, and I mean, we've talked about Hospice at length. I mean, this is a point that has a big road down the middle, big urban environment with fields on either side. The key with Hospice is to turn the map north-south. East-west here is really, really hard. So I expect teams to be fighting over the south side here quite heavily. And it's all just going to be about who gets control of the south side and who gets control of the circle. And it is probably going to be, whoever gets the circle doesn't get the south side and vice versa. So we will see how it plays out.
Right. Looks like some of the guys from LTU got the rockets ready. I've seen it. I've seen it before in their matches. I actually casted the overtime match that they played on Derailed. That I think it went like 7 or 8 minutes overtime.
Yeah. Oh yeah. These two teams had an absolutely wild match. Literally just like 10 days ago. Not even 9 days ago. I mean, it was crazy.
I'm gonna run up the field naked.
And
I'm gonna do it.
I had a feeling that these two teams would be our play-in teams coming out of Group C. They both had an extremely strong Phase 3. Ducks went 3-0-1, 3 wins, 0 losses, 1 overtime loss, and their 1 OT loss came to LTU. LTU went 4-0 in Group C Phase 3.
Oh, wow.
So both of these teams went and had an extremely successful Phase 3. And, it's almost a shame that only one of these teams will advance out of the play-in today. Because I think both teams have shown immense quality, and I respect these teams immensely for doing what they've done here in a very short period of time. They have definitely made names for themselves in the 18v18 community, and we're going to see here. We're going to see who wins this match.
Yeah, we do have the match that is going to start at 1, I believe, and looks like LTU have 18. From looking at it, yeah. Yep. 18 players plus the ref. So
so it looks like sides are nice and evened up.
We'll get over here and check out the famous quacks of the Paradox.
Take my diaper.
Very important.
LTU very good with rockets though, so let's see if we see any ducks fly in the air.
Get ready, boys.
You guys are watching HLL 18vs18s. This is the first match of the play-ins. Oh my god. Holy shit. Holy shit. So, oh my god, another great rocket from LTU. Paradox shooting 1 rocket of their own, but incoming with 3. Oh my god, Abinus off to a great start, I guess.
That was the best rocket of the tournament, and it could not come at a better time. LTU really getting a big start with the rockets there. Honestly, I love that. That was a really, really great play by LTU, and will give them a little bit, potentially, of an advantage. They are the Axis, so they will get to that 3-story on their side of the road faster. So the question for Paradox is, what can they do to get into that house, and how will they control the state of play? For those of you watching today, just know that the winner of this game will play the loser of OPBHB and 20th Panzer Grenadiers on Sunday. So the winner still has to win 1 more game to get into the playoffs. The loser is eliminated. So it's all on the line today.
Oh yeah, and it's looking pretty spread out. The Paradox looking very spread out on that. A little bit more closer towards the actual hard cap, but the point is slowly going in favor of LTU right now. We've got Wormus, his squad will be working that north side on the pizza slice. But there's a little breakthrough over there. Sanitator, the GM for LTU, working that mid-south side. And man, smoke's coming out.
This is definitely advantage LTU early. They've already got Blank Man all the way in the back, who has slipped through straight across the street, and he's right up on an OP. Oh no!
He burns that OP immediately.
Oh, this could be like kind of immediate disaster for Paradox here to an extent. They really need this squad in and around the circle. These two squads, they've got to go get some big kills here, and they need to get into this house to buy that third squad time because they now have to fully reset. The south side is completely out of their control. So pretty much everything on the line here for Paradox on the north side.
Yeah, Paradox sending Hagrid in. He gets taken out by Lonkiz. He's working that hard cap OP. But there's still a squad over here. You do see Paradox Tio. He's still alive, but out in the distance, you'll be able to see him in a little bit. LTU off to a great start, man. Rockets and positioning themselves very well. We do have this north side, LTU Wormus. His squad is working that pizza slice, covering this little field right here. But if we get into the actual hard cap where Teal's at, he's gonna be surrounded. His OP gets burned by Insane of LTU, and they're slowly pushing in.
I am really impressed by this start from LTU. They are coming to play. They are closing in on this LTU side right now, and the north side is just really falling apart for Paradox. They've got to get some huge kills here. They get
Paradox,
two.
yep, Paradox, Sly, and MOK is trying to work it, but Scarp is getting really close. I think the OP goes down by a grenade.
Oh. Yeah, this is an immense beginning.
Oh no, it doesn't go down.
LTU really put in the pressure. I mean, they did not get that OP, which is really good stuff. Paradox stays alive on the north side, but LTU really with a big start there.
Yeah, this OP does stay alive, but I don't know for how long. I mean, from what I've seen in the 18s tournament, man, if one OP gets spotted, everybody just converges to it, man, because killing an OP is basically killing 6 people right there, at least in my eyes.
Absolutely. No, that's exactly the way to think about it. I mean, this Paradox squad seems to be holding a little bit of a perimeter. They seem to be, doing what they can to stay alive. And they have to stay alive. If this squad for Paradox goes down, it's going to be really hard for Paradox to stay in the match. So far so good from the Paradox side. They are keeping themselves in it after I would say, not the worst start imaginable, but definitely not the one they had drawn up. I will say that.
Yeah, they're definitely keeping alive in this little mansion courtyard right here. But LTU knows where the enemy are at, and they're converging right now. As you look and see, Insane right there. It's moving up. We do have Ducks Alaman. He is there on that north side. Rotorin is trying to flank from the north to see where that OP's at, but I think they should be able to get this one right here.
Yeah, Mock and Fleeps just went down. I think they're going to get it, unless they don't. I mean, they have to know it's there, right?
Yeah, it should be right there as Insane's pushing up. Unless they took it out with a grenade.
Yeah, I think it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's down. So I mean, now Paradox finds themselves in a predicament here. They do get a spawn wave on an OP that made it up the ridge line there, that little had the hedgerow.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're just kind of surrounded. I mean, they can do their best to fight out of that position. That what they really need to do is cross south into the buildings that where Sly and Pio are going. But I mean, yeah, this is tough. LTU, I mean, just a great start from LTU. Came out all cylinders firing and really got solid control established early on in the match.
Oh yeah, and it's not looking too grim for the Ducks because they are pushing back slowly, but I think it's pretty good as Kez and Tio, their squad has approached the pizza slice up here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it looks like a pizza slice right here. But
Yeah, no, that's right.
OP situation. There's Charlie Dog right there. So I believe AKM4. He's probably gonna work this south side right here. Maybe cross along right there.
Yeah, and it's huge that Charlie has gotten back in on the north side. That on its own is massive. If Charlie was boxed out of this northern side, this would be a really, really hard match for Paradox. Them being up here with an outpost is really big. And we'll see what Kez and Karo do here.
I think Kez hears them as well as Hagrid, but Wormus is there to cover. And we also have a MG. Kez with 1 kill on Wormus.
That's big. That's a squad lead going down.
Oh, he does take down the suppressing MG for his teammates.
I wonder where this OP is for LTU. Kez is now in the wheat field. So Kez has kind of snuck through here.
Yeah.
So he's a player to watch as we keep going. As we see, Paradox are still fighting in and along the road there. They keep getting spawn waves, but they're
there you go.
All right, so there's our spawn wave. Did they see Kez?
Talismans. Ooh.
Oh no! Caster curse. Caster curse.
If we do look, they do have a good place OP. So as long as they don't get pushed out from there, you know, they've got to watch the south, of course. So basically, that top side of that hedgerow is kind of the only spot they're gonna have. This mid side from LTU have been holding pretty strong here. I've noticed in other games that a good way to attack is in this little courtyard right here, or the southeast corner of the intersection.
Yes.
Take a look down here.
I think the key now, I mean, we've got the good news for Paradox, as I always say, is there's a ton of time on the clock.
Yes.
So Paradox has plenty of time to really come up with something. The next 10 minutes are critical. If Paradox can get back, you know, south side here with like 2 squads, they're in the match. If the match looks like this in 10 minutes, Paradox is really going to have to dig down and figure something out.
Right.
Because this is not ideal for the Paradox side at the moment.
It looks like that northern squad got wiped. Oh, they are getting shot from by Wormus down there and Anna. But I believe the OP... Oh, they moved the OP.
Yeah, and that was an interesting call. But maybe feeling the pressure, they do get another spawn wave, so, you know, Tio needs to stay alive here for the Paradox side. He has got to make sure he doesn't go down.
Oh my god. The rocket.
Was the OP.
Yeah.
So Tio now in big trouble. Oh boy.
He's gonna get sandwiched right now. Oh, Rotorin doesn't see him.
That's big kill. That's a big kill for... Okay, so if Tio can find a way to get Wormus, Paradox in business, maybe on the north side. They avoid disaster. Oh, it's... Ooh. Oh. Is he just trying to play... He's trying to lay low?
Yeah, I think he's chilling right now.
I think he's just trying to... Yeah, he knows that there's an MG. He's just pinning him. Oh, boy. So... I mean, this is a little interesting scenario here on the north side. I mean, if Tio can stay alive, just remember though. I mean, his OP's down, right? So his entire squad's got to spawn at base right now. So he's just alone right now. He's gonna try and get this MG. He does.
Wormus is still trying to look for him.
Yep. I mean, Tio at minimum is maybe buying his squad time.
Yeah, to come up. You do see Dux McClellos over there. Is he what, like crawling on the ground? Oh, he does get taken down.
Yeah. So, all right. I think now Paradox has their work cut out for them.
Oh, yeah.
they are basically forced now to push this main road and to try and perhaps slip somebody through on the south side. Outside of those options, I don't really know what Paradox can do at this point. This is going to be a tough game if they stay in these positions for the remainder. So they're going to have to break in somewhere into the town of Hospice, south or north side, somewhere. They're going to have to find an opening and get in because their current positions are pretty easy to be cut down from, a variety of angles. So they're going to have to figure it out.
Oh yeah. We do have the Sergeant Clements pushing up, as well as AKM4. He was working at south side, but maybe they've called them up to maybe do like a hard push from the mid. The OPs, yeah. There's a few guys on the south side right here, but no squad leads. All squad leads unless Theo is rotating to the south. Right there. What do you think about this this main road right here? Is it achievable? I mean, I've seen in past streams, you work together, you send one guy in, and then have a point man, just make sure smokes and all that.
Smokes are the key. I mean, all they need to do is get into the houses kind of where Lonkus and Insane are. If they can get there, I would say they're, pretty much in business, and they're not that far away. So, they can keep smoking it, have your rifleman or, whoever else drop those resupply boxes, get more smokes up. That's the way in. And they are getting close. I mean, they're pretty much right up against the buildings, so we'll see what they can do.
We'll go ahead and take a look over here, since they're stacking that road.
That's
though.
A lot of duckies. That's a lot of duckies right there, man. They are human waving it at the moment. It looks like
Bronco and
which isn't the worst strategy,
Yeah, Bronco and Miraculous, they're right there. Miraculous is like literally on the other side of that little shed.
Yeah, but I mean, you are seeing AKM4 and his squad now have pushed up against this hedge line. So the human wave tactic didn't get everyone there, but it got some of them there.
Yeah.
So now they need to get some critical kills here. Oh.
Blankman.
AKM just a little too fast running around that corner. I think he should have taken that a bit slower. As Miraculous, from LTU is getting really close to this Duck's position, and he might get these OPs maybe, or did he get them already?
It's lighting up, but he's not close enough.
Okay.
He's really close to it though.
Yeah, he's right on the other side of the road.
Rockets coming out from the Ducks. Miraculous does take down one OP, I believe.
He does get one.
Yeah. As AKM for oh my god, friendly kill!
Guy! Oh no!
A friendly kill.
That could end up being huge though, because he was just about to get that other outpost.
Right.
That could end up being a massive friendly fire right there, because if Paradox stays in the match and they actually push in, we're gonna look back at that play and say, what could have been? Like they were right about to take out that OP. And maybe he did get it, I'm not sure, but just an interesting friendly fire occurred right there.
No, he does not get the OP.
Yeah, that was interesting. So, I mean, right now Paradox is pushing along this road. They're close, but there's tons of people looking at them. Again, almost another friendly fire right there at the rocket. I mean,
I'm loving it.
LTU has just got such a great set of angles here. They've got so many places to look. I mean, there's just no real way for Paradox to get in without a ton of smoke.
Yeah, so coming just a little over halftime on this match. We've got like 14 and a half minutes left. It does look like Bronco and Rotorin have burnt that OP that was there, but we do still see AKM4's OP in this wheat field right here. And yeah, man, it's they still got a ton of time left. We rotate to the south. There's no LTU covering the south side right here, Abinus.
Yes, yeah, and this is good. This is good from Paradox. I mean, picking up that they just made a huge push in the road there, north side, and that drew numbers, right? Like LTU really reacted to that with big numbers. So they pulled some guys, and right now Blankman and Sanitator look like the only two people that stand between Paradox and potentially getting in on the south side. So,
Oh, yeah.
you know, a squad leader for Paradox has got to make his way in on the south side. That is the key. If a squad leader can get in, get an OP down, south side of this road, you know, all of a sudden this looks like a very different match for Paradox.
Yeah, we do have a OP just right here.
Yep, right on the line.
Yeah.
That's likely inbounds, but it's just on the line.
Yeah. Charlie squad. I believe that might be a Teal. Teal
Yes.
squad.
I think so.
Yeah, there you go. So Teal squad working their way on the south side as the Ducks are trying to do a box out, but they don't know what's going on down here. Sanitator is getting shot by the south side, so he's probably relaying the message to his guys.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, the key is somehow, some way, there has to be a squad leader that can cut through the south side and get an outpost up and get home free for his team. That's what needs to happen for Paradox. For LTU, what they need to do is to prevent anyone from getting established anywhere south side, regardless, squad leader, anyone. Because all it takes is one guy to slip through you, he gets in behind, he doesn't shoot anything, and he's just on the hunt for outposts, right? And you don't know that he's back there, so there's just so many angles to cover in hospice. So Paradox right now has got to try to find a way in with at least one guy, preferably squad leader, and create some openings for themselves. You know, with 12 minutes on the clock here, you know, the time just really starts to tick down. And like I said 8 minutes ago, if this looked like this in 2 minutes, which it currently does, you know, Paradox is really going to start running out of options, and they're going to have to find some kind of angle that they have not found yet to just send all 18 guys through and just send it, because you know you're playing for your life in this competition, in this match. So
yeah, man.
LTU right now is really got a great line of control, and Paradox will have to do something special to really change this match.
This matchup meaning a lot to both teams. You know, picking and banning what map they would like to play. So you can't say that they were just dealt with this map. And yeah, LTU coming in strong, and you know, having the edge right now against
They had a great start.
Ducks. Yeah.
LTU had a great first 3 minutes or so. I mean, they got those couple of key rocket kills on the north side, which is just very impressive. And then they just kind of swarmed, and they got a couple players through the line immediately on the south side. And that really, I mean, made a lot of difference. And, you know, they just had control. Like, LTU just really had a great start, and it has paid dividends for them in this match.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they still have quite a bit of time left. 10 minutes, you know, the Ducks being the OT kings of the HLL 18s. You never know.
It's absolutely true. I mean, I'll mention again, I mean, Paradox has not lost. It was a great rocket that just came in on the south side there. Paradox has not lost a game in regulation this entire season. They have only lost an OT or one game. So a Paradox regulation loss here would be their first regulation loss of the season. So I'm pretty confident that Paradox, as you said, are kind of OT wizards. I feel good that they will probably get closer than they are now, but man, I mean, this is quite the gap they need to close here with just under 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, just even looking at it from our view, you know, you are starting to see a lot more blue dots rather than the orange dots. That south side is working pretty good. As you see, some of the Ducks cross the field with the smoke, just like you said earlier. It's achievable, especially on this point. Let's go ahead and go down here. Looks like Bronco is cleaning up.
Yeah, a bunch of kills just came in for LTU there. Hagrid, a player we've seen a lot in this competition. Here we go. Bronco and Hagrid.
Oh my god.
Huge kill for Hagrid right there. Because that means that him and it looks like Killer Musta are going to get through, maybe?
Yeah, let's see if they're able to cover AKM4. Ooh.
If Hagrid goes down there, I think this southern push for Ducks could have been like completely doomed. But Hagrid gets in, Killer Mustard with him. They've got to try and make some big plays here for LTU, or for Paradox on the south side. And Sanitator with a great kill there.
Oh no, he's running in while.
Oh.
He gets caught lacking right there as he tries to
Yeah.
enter the courtyard. But a lot of ducks right behind him, man. They should we say they're migrating over the field?
It looks like there's a migration occurring.
A migration is occurring right here.
The Ducks are making a migration south for warmer weather. And I mean, a few of them are getting through. And critically, Tio, the third man in. Tio, a squad leader for Paradox, is over the field and in on this outside. He has got to stay alive. Tio cannot die, period here. Under no circumstances can Tio die for Paradox. So Tio's job right now is to lay down, lay low, do not do anything, get your OP up, and let your squad spawn. That is Tio's #1 job right now.
We do see Skull Hunter, you know, sniffing out the enemies right now.
Sanitator is looking behind.
Oh no.
Hagrid's still up though, but I mean Tio just couldn't stay alive there because he, you know, if he can cross the road to the other side, get an OP up, I think it's an opening occurs there. Paradox might be in, but just Tio just couldn't quite find that angle.
I just want to zoom out real quick to see the Axis spawns. Sanitator is looking for Hagrid. Oh, the OP is right there. Let's see. Sanitator does go down. We've got 6 minutes left. You know, this south side is working really well for the Paradox as they push in and try to recap the hospice.
Yeah, Hagrid is the player to watch here. I mean, he is going to try and buy time for his team. What Hagrid needs to do actually is, like, I would say Hagrid needs to make a lot of noise. Typically, I would say a player needs to, like, do nothing and really just slip through. He doesn't, oh, he's surrounded on all 3 sides.
Oh my god.
Okay, but they're all just looking at Hagrid there. And look, south side, we have 1 squad leader in. Tio is back. Tio is back in south side, and he's got his OP.
He's got his OP over there. We do see Sergeant Clements and AKM4 start to make their way up on the south side.
Across that.
We look on the north side. There's still about a squad's worth over there. Wormus squad has rotated to the main road. I'm liking that Pio and Sly are still there just to make some noise. Yep. But the
Paradox definitely needs a couple of players on that north side just making as much noise as they can, just to try and draw as many players north side as they can. Yeah. Classified here, about to run into Sanitator and Lunkus.
I think Sanitator hears somebody, but he doesn't see anybody.
They definitely hear each other.
Classified playing the patience while Sanitator pushes up. Oh, they're gonna meet right here.
Oh, man, Sanitator has had some clutch kills in this match. He has really had some clutch kills.
He was actually the squad lead for the last overtime match that saved LTU in my opinion, because he had the only OP up on that mid side on Derailed.
Oh, but huge kills. Okay. So Paradox now with the squad in the south side. Tio can get his OP up. These 3 players and this squad has got to run rampant. They need to run as fast as they can. They need to get to the circle, and they need to draw as many LTU players as possible away from this line. These players are going to be the win or lose con right now for Ducks. If they can make something happen in the backfield, Paradox could still be in this, but it's all going to fall to them.
You do see Lonkiz right here from LTU. Oh, there's an OP marking right here.
Is there no? Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, that's actually huge if there's an OP.
McClellos is here. Let's see if we see any smoke. No. Oh.
Yeah, oof. Okay, so now Paradox, I mean, time really ticking down, 3 minutes and change. You know, they've got to find a way. And it's going to be through the backfield here. as Tio goes down. I mean, every single kill now has immense weight.
Let's see. They do have 2 OPs on the south side right here. 1 OP over there in the blue.
Yeah, second squad has come in. AKM4 squad is down here now. So there's
spawn
still
wave.
hope.
Oh, they do have that. Oh, that's a great shot from Haggard, man. He's been hitting dimes this game. Skull Hunter is moving in on that OP.
If Skull Hunter finds a way to live here.
Oh, he takes down
huge.
2.
Skull Hunter is really buying LTU a ton of time here, south side. Paradox are trying to break out. They kind of were home free there for a second, but Skull Hunter is pretty much single-handedly holding up. I mean, he did a great job. Skull Hunter really, really bought his team time there.
Oh,
that was
shit.
massive.
OP is still up after that grenade, I believe, from Skull Hunter.
This is it. Paradox now also pushing with a few guys on the north side, running into a wall as expected, but they are pushing.
Jono is Jono and MOK is right next to Bronco where the OP is at. They do go down though.
LTU has got to really make sure they hold these angles here with 2 minutes and change. If these southern guys can find a way through and can get to that circle, like at minimum, we could be looking at overtime, but it could be, real disaster. We've seen it in Hospice before. This is not the first time we've seen some crazy last-minute potential heroics on Hospice.
Oh, yeah.
Paradox are going to try here to get in, but they still have a lot of ground to cover with a little over 90 seconds to go. They got to run. I mean, Paradox now, you got to run. You're out of time.
Kez and Skull Hunter just right there. Insane is holding that southern flank. He does go down by McClellos.
Skull Hunter, let's see if he can buy LTU time again here. He does. Oh.
He's been clutched this game.
I mean, Skull Hunter is preventing this entire group of Ducks players from running towards the circle right now. I mean, Skull Hunter really just bought his team a lot of time. I mean, that was really, really good stuff from Skull Hunter.
We also see Lonkes right here, just chilling. His line of sight is pretty good. Oh man, he's holding it down too.
I mean, with a little over 60 seconds to go, all Paradox can do now is run. There's nothing left to do. Paradox just have to run and pray, and there's just no time. They gotta run.
Take a look at the very top view. A lot of blue dots on the south side, but they do need to start capping before regulation time to go into overtime, and the Ducks are very good at it. But right now, LTU is preventing that.
No, there's not enough time on the board here. There's just not enough time. Paradox are just too stuck in this south side, and they just can't quite move out of their positions. And LTU also doing the right thing right now. You're seeing LTU is stacking a few guys in the circle as cap weight here, just to be sure. With a little over 15 seconds to go, I can say confidently that LTU will be progressing to the play-in finale on Sunday.
Yes. If you guys want to watch that, Dr. Altberg will be streaming that, and should be some really good games as well, guys, on Twitch.
As time expires.
Yeah, if we take a look at the scores right now, you see Able Squad, Dog Squad. Oh my God, 525. But let's look. Blankman 292.
That's big.
So he's been putting in work, man, and that's official. Abinus, we have LTU advancing and the Ducks falling from the sky today, with the play. But I do gotta say, the Paradox they had a lot of points like throughout the regular season.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, my gosh. I mean, Paradox put on a clinic for much of this season. You know, they are a very good team. You know, I am looking forward to seeing them continue to participate in 18v18 gameplay. And you know, this was a great match. I mean, you know, I have to give the Ducks credit. Like, they did, with a really kind of rough start. the Paradox really did find a way to get back into this match, and they did make it interesting at the end. They weren't quite close enough, but they did make it more interesting than it was. On the flip side, I mean, LTU really came to play here. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
LTU really came to play, and they, you know, they had a crazy good start. They found an angle at the beginning, and you know, they are, you know, they're the winners today, and they are going to go play on Sunday against. They have a date guaranteed with either OPBHB or 20th Panzer Grenadiers, and that'll be in the play-in finale, and that will be on Sunday at 20:30 UTC. So both teams, I think, have made you know, good friends with each other in this tournament.
Yeah.
I think this was a good spirited match between these sides, and yeah, I mean, just a fun one. Hospice, always a blast to cast. Thank you, cidi, for picking this matchup and for
Yeah.
having me on.
Of course, man. I do enjoy my 18 versus 18 cast. Nice 30-minute matches, you know, and showing other teams and you know, other people out there that, you know, this is a great game in general. You could do whatever with it. I just wish they had mods for this game.
One day.
One day.
One day.
One
One day.
day.
We can hope. As we see the Paradox and the Forest brothers gathered together on the plane wing or on the glider wing.
Across the ring.
Oh, I like that. I like they're doing a little lineup. Oh, I like that.
Exactly.
That's nice.
Climate.
Very cute. So yeah, I mean, for Paradox, you know, this means that they are out. They will hopefully be joining the play test we're doing. So we're currently engaged in play testing for the winter tournament, and we hope to see them participate in that.
Oh yeah. Are you
and,
guys any secret stuff
no.
you wanna say on it?
Get on the
secret
line
stuff. I mean, the
behind.
only thing I'll say is we're looking at adding a few maps.
Hold on. Sorry, it's super loud.
No, I love this. This is great. We're looking at adding a few new maps as the celebrations continue here on the glider wing, and we are discussing some rule changes.
Oh, nice.
And one of the rule changes we're considering is spawn locations.
Oh, okay.
So I will say nothing else for now, but just know that they're under consideration and we're talking.
Well, that's great.
Oh,
Everybody dying.
everybody goes down.
And Sopranos
really just
cleans up house.
finishing everybody up here.
I love it, man. This is like the ending credits for the
Yes.
18th matches, and I really do enjoy them.
They're fun. It's really fun. So thank you, cidi. This is a great match. Major props to LTU on this victory today. Also, congratulations to Paradox on a great season. This was their only regulation loss of the whole season right here. A great showing by both teams, a really fun match, and I'm really, you know, so glad to have both of these teams participating in 18v18.
Yes. All right. Well, that wraps it up for us for this fine Friday. I'm American, so happy Thanksgivings to Abinus and all you other Americans that are watching. And yeah, Paradox taking the L today as LTU takes the W to advance to Sunday to play the winner, right? The winner of loser of 20th PZG versus OPBHB. You guys could catch that on Dos Altberg's Twitch. And if you guys need any more information, just go to 18vs18s.com and everything should be there for you. Any last words, Abinus?
It's been a pleasure, and thank you, cidi, for coming in and casting all these games this season. You casted a ton. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you cast some playoff games and
right.
you know, tournament matches coming in January. So thanks a lot.
All right, guys. Thank you again, and have a good weekend.